Human beings require love as much as we require oxygen. When we think about healing, we almost always focus on the physical. If you get a deep cut on your hand, you don't ignore it, you clean it, you protect it, and you watch it carefully. You understand that if the wound becomes infected, it can affect the entire body. But emotional wounds are often treated very differently. We're told to shake it off. We're told to get over it. We're told it's not that serious. Even when the injury is deep, it usually points to something deeper. In my years of counseling, I have found that one of the most common, yet most neglected, emotional injuries is the wound of rejection. It is far more widespread than most people realize. Rejection, at its core, is the withholding of love. When a person is loved, they feel approved, accepted, and valued. But when a person is rejected, they experience something very different. They feel pushed away, and rejection is not always loud. Sometimes rejection is quiet and easily overlooked. It can appear as the cold shoulder, being ignored, being avoided, quiet disapproval, emotional neglect, or the deep feeling of being unwanted. Each of these experiences communicates the same silent message: you are not welcome here. Human beings require love as much as we require oxygen. Love is essential for the development of a healthy sense of self. When love is withheld, rejection can take root. And rejection rarely travels alone. It brings two companions with it: the fear of rejection and self-rejection. Over time, the pain becomes so great that many people begin rejecting themselves before anyone else has the opportunity to do so. Perhaps the most profound place this wound can begin is at the very start of life. In many cases, rejection finds its earliest entry point when a child's very conception is rejected. When a pregnancy is unwanted, a child's existence may be surrounded by an atmosphere of rejection before they ever take their first breath. That child may not yet have words, but the body remembers, the nervous system remembers. In many ways, the soul can sense rejection long before it is ever spoken. This is why I often say the womb remembers. Long before we can speak, the human body and nervous system are already responding to the emotional environment surrounding our earliest beginnings. Which raises an important question. Were you nurtured in an atmosphere of acceptance or in an atmosphere of rejection while you were in your mother's womb? The wound of rejection is very real. It is deep. It is common. And far too often, it goes unrecognized. But healing begins the moment we are willing to acknowledge the wound. And that is where our journey begins. If this message resonated with you, I encourage you to like, subscribe, and share this video so others who may be struggling with the silent wound of rejection can find it as well. And if you have ever experienced rejection in your own life, feel free to leave a comment below. Your story may help someone else realize they are not alone. Join me next week for Trauma Care Tuesday as we continue exploring the roots of emotional wounds and the path toward healing.